Thanks for joining me for today's practice. Make sure that you've got a strap or a tie or something that you can use as a strap for this practice. Starting by lying on your back, just in constructive rest, so feet hip distance apart, arms just a little bit away from the body. Just close down the eyes. Just a few breaths here. Allowing the whole body to just settle into the mat. Notice the rise and fall of the belly. Let's open the eyes. Let's place the palms flat down onto the mat. Press down through the feet, and as you inhale, let's roll up through the spine into a Setu Bandhasana. And then as you exhale, reverse the roll back down. Trying to feel through each part of the spine. Take an inhale at the bottom. As you exhale, let's lift up. Inhale at the top. And then let's exhale, roll down. Inhale here. And then exhale, draw the navel in to roll up through the spine. Inhale at the top. And then exhale to roll down. Just going to repeat that. And we're just going to hold it here. Keep pressing down through the palms, the hands and the feet. And keep the breath nice and easy. Thinking about reaching the tailbone in between the knees to lengthen out through the lower back. Take another inhale, press down through the feet. Try to lift the hips up just a tiny bit higher, and then exhale, rolling down through the spine. Let's place the right foot on top of the left thigh and bring the legs in towards the chest. Thread that right hand through the center hole and then interlace the fingers on the outside of the left shin bone if you can. If not, just behind the thigh is fine. You can close the eyes here. As you exhale, just gently drawing those legs in towards the chest. Try to shift that right knee away from the right shoulder. And just direct the breathing to where you feel it the most. That's probably the right glute and right hip. One more inhale. As you exhale, draw the legs in a bit closer towards you. And then let's place that left foot down onto the mat. Take your strap or tie and take it around the ball or the center of that right foot. And then release the strap enough so you can straighten the leg. And from here, I want you to let the heel be right over the right hip, if that's possible for you. If you need it to be further away, that's fine. Option here to straighten that left leg, pressing down through the back of the left thigh. As you feel space starting to open up, you can start to draw that right leg in a little bit closer towards you. But what's important here is to try to keep that right leg as straight as you can. So if that means you need to keep the leg just further away from you, then just go ahead and release the strap as much as you need to have a straight leg. Keep pressing down through the back of the left thigh if it's long. Allow the belly to just be soft. Now let's take the strap into, both sides of the strap into the right hand. Take an inhale. As you exhale, open that right leg out to the side. Make sure that the left hip isn't popping up off the mat. Use your left hand to try to ground down through the left hip. And then you can turn the head to look over the left shoulder. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. Let's come up through center. We're going to take both sides of the strap into the left hand now. Place the right arm down onto the floor. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, start to bring that left leg across the body. If you can keep going, then you bring it all the way down towards the floor. Keep flexing through that right foot. If it reaches the mat then or the ground, then go ahead. But feel free to just stay where you can hold it for a while. ground down through that right shoulder blade. And then on the next inhale, let's take that leg back up towards the ceiling, just releasing that right leg long. And let's just relax the entire body. Close the eyes. And just notice if you feel any difference between the right and the left side of the body here. Often the right leg and the right hip just starts to really relax down, so you can just feel that just laying down a little bit deeper into the ground. Let's swap over to the other side. So bend both knees, place that left foot on top of the right thigh, thread the left hand through the center, and let's interlace the fingers around the outside of the right shin bone or thigh. And bring the legs in. Again, that invitation to just close the eyes down is there, so you can really feel into your own body. Notice how you're feeling. The hips tend to get very tight through long periods of sitting down. Let's place that right foot down onto the mat and then take your strap and place it around the ball of that left foot. Flex the left foot up towards the ceiling, trying to straighten the left leg. And then option here to extend that right leg down. Try to press down through the back of that right thigh. And trying to straighten the left leg as much as you can. So if that means you need to release the strap a little bit more and extend that left leg a bit further away from you to get a straight leg, then just go for that. If you feel space open up, you can start to extend that left leg a little bit closer towards the face, trying not to compromise by bending into that left leg. So keep straightening the leg, press down through the back of the left hip to ground it down into the mat. One more inhale, and then exhale. Just let's swap the strap so you're holding it into just the left hand, taking another inhale, and then exhale, open that left leg out to the side. Place the right hand on the right hip and use that to ground down the hip, so trying not to tip over towards the left. And you can turn the head to look over the right shoulder here. And just keep breathing. Let's take an inhale, bring the leg back up to center, swap the strap around so you're holding it with the right hand. Open that left arm out onto the mat, inhale, and then exhale, starting to bring the left leg across the right, to the right. And then only if you would like to, or you feel that there's that space, you can just start to bring it over a little bit further. If you do manage to bring it all the way down to the floor, then go for that. Keep stretching out through that bottom leg as well. If you've got that space, you can lift that left foot up towards the right hand. And then inhale, let's come back to center. And we're going to release that leg down, both legs long, closing down the eyes, just allowing the entire body just to completely relax for a moment. Just noticing how you're feeling, how your body's feeling. Just the feedback that happens after working on those hips. Let's bend the knees up and roll over to one side and come up to a seated position. Extend both legs long. Press down through the backs of the legs. So we're going to take Paschimottanasana, inhale, and then exhale, folding forward over the legs. This is another place where you might want to grab your strap and place it around the balls of the feet, and then just come forward to where you can. And if you don't need the strap, then just release the strap and just resting down over the legs. So we're trying to remain fairly active through the backs of the thighs, so pressing them down, but just allow the upper body just to relax over. So sometimes you can work with a really straight spine, but curved spine is fine for today. And then inhale to come up, bend that right leg up and stand the right foot over the left thigh, and then take the left arm across the right leg, right hand behind you, coming into a twist. Turning the head to look over the right shoulder if you can. Just be careful that you're not curving through the lower back. Try to use that right hand behind you to try to lift up out of the waist. As you inhale, lifting up through both sides of the waist. As you exhale, try to increase the twist through the upper body. On your next in-breath, let's return to center and we'll just swap it over. So place that left foot over the right thigh, standing down on that left foot. Right arm hooks over the left thigh and then twisting to the left. Keep pressing down through the back of the right thigh, flexing the right foot. Keep the breath nice and easy. As you inhale, think about lifting the belly away from the left thigh. As you exhale, trying to open up through the upper body a little bit more. And then let's inhale, come back to center. Just make your way down onto your back. And let's open the feet out as wide as the mat. Feet stay parallel, and then let the knees drop in towards one another. Allow the eyes to close down. Allow the belly to soften. So through working on the glutes and the back of the hamstrings, we've started to release into the lower back. This little sequence is just perfect to do if you are feeling a little bit sore in your lower back. But please feel free to always work within your range. Not pushing it if you're feeling any sharp pains. It's always good to just back off or see a professional. And then in your own time, let's start to extend the legs out into your Shavasana. If you do happen to have a bolster, you could pop a bolster underneath your knees, which is also a beautiful release for the lower back. And then just really surrendering into your Shavasana. Imagine that the air is soft all around you and feeling really supported. You can gently follow the inhale and exhale of your breathing. Just in your own time, if you'd like to stay here, please feel free. If you'd like to finish, just bringing the knees up, rolling to one side. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.